Testing, testing.
Drew Copeland, head coach Mike Dobson, and the rest of your Jonesboro Golden Hurricane. At this time, please rise and remove your hats. We'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. A moment of silence for your national anthem. Leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance, legendary bad boy, none other than Louis Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, Louis Diaz.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As always, appreciate Louis. Now a moment of silence. Your national anthem. Little Mikey, the rain has stopped, the wind blowing out, so let's play baseball. Hitting you around the field for the Hurricane once again, left fielder, number 20, Ty Jenkins. Center fielder, number 23, Cam Davis. Hurricane right fielder, number 17, Hudson Couch. Around the horn in the infield at third base, number 2, CJ Lovelake. Shortstop, number 7, Matt Martell. Second baseman, number 11, that's Brooks Batson. First base, number 13, Riley Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hurricane battery. Behind the plate catching. Your catcher, number 16, Luke Weatherly. And on the bump today for your Hurricane, number 14, Asa Myers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a short rain delay, we are live here from Jonesboro. The old Conway Wampus Cats are going to play the Jonesboro Golden Hurricanes. And 6A Central Conference matchup, the last conference matchup for both teams. Thanks for joining us today. David, should be a good matchup.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you hit the road for the one long road trip in conference, and you never know what's going to happen. We've had a couple pretty close games here last two years, and the Wampus Cats have come out on top.
We have indeed. 2.5 hour road trip for the Wampus Cats to make it up to Northeast Arkansas. Senior Thomas Ford leading off for the Wampus Cats. Thomas has played third base most of the season, also been the designated hitter. Fouls off that pitch. Thomas is down 0-2. Called third strike to Ford.
Now batting for Conway, shortstop number 18, Sean Cover.
Ford did not like that call.
No, we can't really see corners from where we're perched today.
No. Cover jumps on the first pitch. Fly ball. Play on that by the left fielder.
Number 4, catcher, Mike Holland.
Next up for your Wampus Cats catcher, Max Holland. We know anything about the pitcher, David?
Do not. I can do a little bit of poking around.
We might. Get our stats department on that.
That's right. Referencing the trip up here, I'm just glad to be here at the start of the game.
Did you run into some trouble?
Work got in the way.
Work. Holland fouls off the second pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Max Holland. Misses high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. The first baseman thought that was strike 3, ran in and trying to play it off.
And I think Holland thought that was ball 3.
Well hit ball. It's going to stall. There is no wind blowing at all. And that's out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 in order for the Wampus Cats. And we'll be back in just a second for the bottom of the first inning. Wampus Cats Sports Network.
Taking you around the field for your Hurricane left fielder, number 20, Ty Jenkins. In center field, that'll be number 23, Cam Davis. Hurricane right fielder, number 17, Hudson Couch. So sorry, that's already been done. In the field for your Wampus Cats, left fielder number 3, Blake Kortzmeyer. In center field, number 14, London Stewart. Wampus Cat right fielder, number 6, Jackson Robnett. Around the horn in the infield at third base, number 23, Thomas Ford. Conway shortstop, number 18, John Cobra. Playing second base, number 8, Silas Cicero. And at first base, number 2, Willie Voss. Wampus Cat battery behind the plate, catching number 4, Max Holland. On the button, pitching for Conway, number 10, Owen Davenport. Wampus Cats are coached by Mitch Farrell, Brian Reed, and head coach Leighton Harden. Leadoff batter for your Hurricane, shortstop, number 7, Matt Bartels.
All right. Shortstop Matt Bartels will be leading off the bottom of the first for Jonesboro, the Golden Hurricanes.
Just it's singular.
Hurricane.
Just one hurricane.
I don't know.
2 would be disastrous.
That's this Canes.
Well, I know, but look at the scoreboard.
All right, we're going with the scoreboard.
I mean, it wouldn't be cool to say Cane.
Canes is a good restaurant.
Cane.
Owen Davenport on the mound. Ball 1 for Owen Davenport. Facing a shortstop, Matt Bartels. Great pitch, fouled out of play. Davenport misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And fouled off into the broadcast area. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Great off-speed pitch.
You know, if I'm Holland there, I might let that thing bounce and see where it spins with the batter not running. But
not running at all.
It probably would have stayed foul.
Great pitch by Davenport. Called strike 3. We agree.
So, Colby, let's talk quick about the Cats. Owen Davenport getting the start. He's pitched a lot this year, leads the team in appearances, I think, but I don't think he started very much. I can think of one other start, the Cabot game. There may have been more, the first Cabot game.
Yeah. Did you say he has the most innings pitched on the team? I would imagine.
Yeah, he's got the most appearances and the most innings pitched. Just ahead of Nate Wanamaker and London Stewart, and they've all 3 pitched often in the same game.
Yeah. Owen's a junior committed to the University of Central Arkansas.
So for Conway, they know where they stand. They know when they're going to play next week. They're the top seed in the Central. And so from a preparation standpoint, probably focus is getting ready for that, getting pitching set, maybe getting Owen stretched out a little bit.
Well hit ball, and that's foul down the first baseline. What about Jonesboro? Are they in or out?
So Jonesboro, there's a window there. They have got to win this game today. If they do that, they also need a little bit of help.
Well hit ball to center, and that's going to drop. Jackson Robinette coming over from right. Great hit.
Hurricane 3-hole hitter, pitcher number 14, Asa Myers.
Asa Myers up. He's the guy pitching. Looked good on the mound. I'll tell you, that lefty that just drove that ball looked good at the plate. So Jonesboro's got some athletes for sure.
Yeah, I do.
It's kind of a tough game when Conway, as you mentioned, their faith is sealed regardless of what happens today. The 6A conference champions, but Jonesboro with a lot to play for.
They do, and again, they're also going to need some help. So Central's got to beat North Little Rock today for them as well, which wouldn't think that would happen, but North Little Rock has struggled the second half of the conference slate, so they've got a lot to play for.
2 great pitches by Davenport. Works ahead 0-2. Hard hit ball. Great stop by Voss. Goes for the lead runner and does not get him. Great stop by Voss.
Yeah, it was, and he had the right idea. I think he just took a little too long to get off his feet.
Number 12, Jackson Shive. Now batting for your Hurricane. Catcher, number 16, Luke Weatherly.
Yeah, it's a fielder's choice because he could have gone first.
Could have
got an easy out. He went ahead and went for the lead runner. Didn't get there in time, but it's no error on the play, no base hit on the play.
That's how I would score it. For those of you scoring at home, fielder's choice.
If you're scoring at home.
So Davenport's throwing some good pitches, but despite of that, we have runners on first and second with 1 out. That's a great pitch. Thought about it. Held off. Be a great time for double play. David Thompson, what do you say?
It's always a good time for double play.
Misses low.
I've got 2-0. I wish the scoreboard were correct.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Davenport falls behind 3 balls, no strikes.
And this was a Cat struggle on Tuesday, throwing strikes. Kind of kept with the rock around.
Obviously, the batter's taken there, and a great pitch by Davenport.
This is a dangerous pitch here. You throw a ball, the bases are loaded, you leave it over the plate. I mean, this guy's hitting where he is for a reason.
Great pitch.
He was sitting fastball and
didn't get it.
Got the off speed.
And we got a full count. Big pitch right here early on for momentum's sake. Missed a little high.
Now batting for your Hurricane.
Nope. Loads the bases.
Number 2, C.J. Lovelace.
C.J. Lovelace. And we're going to talk about it before we throw a pitch to C.J. Lovelace.
Currently running at first base for the Hurricane.
So we got the bases loaded here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Wampus Cats off to a bit of a slow start. Very early in the game. Lots of baseball left.
Yeah, it's the reverse of what we're used to. Jonesboro having some long at bats, putting the ball in play, putting pressure on the defense. And Cats went 3 up, 3 down. I thought they got some good swings that first inning.
Yeah, they didn't throw many pitches in the first inning for sure.
An atypical Cats inning there.
Yeah, lots of baseball left on a sunny day in Jonesboro with not one bit of wind right now. All right, here we go. Big at bat here early in the game. Bases loaded. 1 out. And fouls off the first pitch.
So Davenport so far attacking with the off speed primarily.
His off speed stuff's been good.
Yeah. Well, you'd love to get a ground ball here.
Close enough today we could hear the batter groan there.
Yeah, that was a little back off pitch there.
I don't think he's wanting to take one here. Great pitch.
A little change up there.
Davenport's earned run average on the season so far, .92.
It's pretty good.
I'd say that's pretty good.
So there he tried to extend up, missed on it, which 1-2 pitch, not a bad idea. The problem is the bases are loaded, so
bases are loaded.
The longer the count goes, more pressure on the pitcher.
All right, gets the out at first. I think that was the right play. The runner on third had a great jump.
That's a really tough break. That ball was barely hit, and because Davenport kind of spins on his follow-through, he had to turn around and field it. Normally, I've been just an easy throw home for a force out, maybe even a double play.
Yeah, the runner on third got a great jump, and I think it would have been a tough out at home. And we needed an out.
Once you had to turn around and go chase it, for sure.
So now the situation is runners on second and third, 2 outs. Jonesboro has plated 1 run here in the bottom of the first. And your Wampus Cats are trailing 1-0. Great first
Good
pitch.
fastball.
Really good fastball.
So here we go. 1 run. You can live with that. A base hit here.
So.
You don't want to be down 3.
No, you're right. Again, Jonesboro with a lot to play for. Hard hit ball past the shortstop Cover. Kortsmeyer fields it, gets it in quick, and does a good job of holding them to 1 run. Just past the outstretched arm of Sean Cover. And that's another hit.
Now batting center fielder.
Yeah, only second hit of the inning.
Cam Davis.
Had a reach on fielder's choice and a walk, which gave them 2 extra base runners.
Say, I'm impressed with the Jonesboro hitters the first time through the lineup.
Yeah.
Davenport with the throw to first. Off-speed pitch, misses outside. Mike Solon didn't like the baseball. One ball, 2 strikes. The count now. First fastball was low.
I've got 1-1. Abby, what do you have? Yeah, I think that one got left over from the last batter. He went to first on the first movement.
Misses outside. Up, the umpire's clearing it up.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs still for your Conway Wampus Cats. And Davenport is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Foul ball out of play. Evens the count.
I've already got Davenport at 30 pitches.
It's a lot of work.
He does seem to thrive in that relief role. Just jump in middle of the game, take charge, reach back. A little bit different mindset starting.
That's true. That's a hard hit ball over Cicero's head, and that's going to make it into right field. It's going to score a run. That's just a well hit ball.
Yeah, left it out. Hooked it in right. Good approach.
And that's 3 runs in the first with 2 outs still. Jonesboro's got runners on first and second.
Now batting for your Hurricane, left fielder, number 20, Ty Jenkins.
Ty Jenkins now up to bat for the Jonesboro Golden Hurricane. First pitch strike for Davenport. Strike 2. Way ahead here. 0-2. Great job by Davenport getting out of a jam, and that brings an end to the first inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, and we'll be back in the top of the second for your Conway Wampus Cats.
baseman, Willie Voss.
All right, here we go. Top of the second for the Wampus Cats. First baseman, Willie Voss. Fouls off the first pitch. Due up this inning, we have Voss, left fielder Blake Kordsmeyer, designated hitter Carter Crow. Due up in the top of the second. Ball hit the umpire. I don't think he gets to go to first.
No. So this start shades of last season. Jonesboro grabbed a 4-1 lead in the first inning, and the Cats kind of slowly crawled back and won 8-4.
Nice hit to left field by Voss, and that's going to put the leadoff man on. Voss has got good speed.
Number 3, Blake Kordsmeyer.
Blake Kordsmeyer playing left today. Made a couple of incredible plays in center field last game. 2 double plays from center field. Misses outside. Kordsmeyer showed signs of bunting. Pulled back. Near miss. 2 balls, no strikes to Kordsmeyer. As the Cats try to get something going here in the top of the second.
Like the aggression, but that was going to be ball 3.
Kordsmeyer squared the bunt and bunted straight up foul behind the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Could have been a 3-0 count there.
Throws to first. Voss is back in plenty of time. Ball 3, high and outside.
So Kordsmeyer, second on the team in RBIs. He's thrived in that 4 and 5 hole all season. Not a ton of power, but a good contact guy.
Yeah. Having a great season at the plate. And that ball is going to be out of play, foul.
Of course, that's most everybody's goal this year is to be second on the team.
It's true. Some of the hitting
Someone
stats.
kind of dominating.
Kordsmeyer will continue baseball after the season, but hopefully we got a lot more baseball left in the season. He's going to go to ASU 3 Rivers. And Voss takes off. Kordsmeyer fouls that off. Three balls, 2 strikes. Willie Voss on first base. And good at bat for Kordsmeyer as he draws a walk. And that brings up Carter Crow.
Conway DH, number 9, Carter Crow.
There's a junior. Voss on second, Kordsmeyer on first. Fouls off the first pitch.
So Colby Crow hitting .431 on the season. That's a pretty impressive number and consistent. Also been a good RBI guy, 24 on the season.
Be a good time for one here. Lays off the high pitch. high fly ball off the bat. Play and right. It's
nice throw.
And that advances both runners.
Base running by Korsmeyer. I tell you, he is always looking for a way to take the next base. And he couldn't really tag up there because the ball was right in front of him. And once he saw the throw was airmailed to third in the air, he watched the flight of the ball, took second base, takes away double play, base hit, scores 2, potentially changes the whole inning.
Great throw by the right fielder. Luckily for Conway,
it was great but not smart.
Not smart.
That's why you keep the throw low. You one hop to third, let your guy cut it off, and keep that run from advancing.
But now we got second, third with one out. So probably not a terrible at bat there as you move both runners. So.
That's right. I mean, I was going to say, Cats don't need all the runs back this thing. They just need to keep chipping away.
London Stewart batting from the left side of the plate. London's playing center. Pitched for the Wampus Cats a lot this year. Squares puts down a great bunt. Pitcher falls. And
they were ready for it.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. So a great bunt by Stewart. Scores a run. Voss scores. And Korsmeyer was going to round and score quickly. Jonesboro was awake. And good play by Jonesboro. Chase Korsmeyer back, tagged him out at third. Stewart winds up on second.
Number 8, second baseman, Silas Cicero.
And that gives us 2 outs and a run. Great bunt. The pitcher slipped on his way in. And how do we score that, David?
So I am actually scoring it on Game Changer right now. When I get this done, I'll explain it.
Brings up Silas Cicero, a junior. Silas is playing second today.
So on that play, yeah, you're right. Conway was trying to get 2 runs in on a bunt, and Korsmeyer's got a lot of speed, got a head start, and it was clear to have no play at home on Voss. Instead of throwing to first, they were looking for that trail runner and got Korsmeyer a run down. So I go to the squeeze bunt, sack bunt.
Sack bunt.
And the runner at third is out.
With an RBI.
Yeah, that's right. And he advanced to second on the play.
And he fouls that off for Cicero. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got 2 outs, and Stewart's a second.
It's 20 RBIs in the season for Stewart.
That's great.
20 is kind of a little bit of a milestone mark in high school.
Hard hit ball to third. Knocks it down. Makes the play, and that ends the inning for the Conway Wampus Cats. But not before they get 1 run back. We'll be back for the bottom of the second. Your Wampus Cats trail 3-1. We're back here in the bottom of the second. Davenport returns, and not sure where we're at.
So we're in the 9 hole here. We got Morrison up, the DH.
Jake Morrison squares the bunt, pops the bunt straight out of play. Lots of bunting by both teams early on.
Yeah, that's right. And good to see Davenport get strike one there. When he gets ahead in the count, he's tough, as most pitchers are.
Foul ball out of play. I did see a couple scores as the lower classifications in the state started their regional tournament today, and you have to win your first game in the regional tournament to qualify for state. I saw
any upsets.
Yes, there were. Cicero makes a good play, retires the first batter. Southside B Branch, who won their conference, got upset today in an extra inning game that was 1-0. So good baseball.
Somebody had a guy.
Somebody had a guy, and they have a guy.
Yeah, and they usually do.
Yeah.
Do you remember who it was?
Desart.
The team.
Desart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I saw where our friend Coach Gum and the Shiloh Christian Saints rolled today.
Oh, good.
Big win.
I was afraid you were going to say that was the update.
No, I think it was 16-0. So.
I can't chirp from here, can I? Because that pitch was a good pitch. No, I can't. That pitch is right there.
You can do it for a while. What you can't do is get thrown out. I wish you guys could see David Thompson. He is doing play-by-play, doing the game changer stats on his phone. He's doing making popcorn in the concession stand. He's doing it all. So we're going to post his Cash App below. Hard hit ball.
Just foul.
Just foul. Audible groans from the Jonesboro fans.
He just kind of stuck his bat out. And in fairness, they've done a good job of putting the ball in play, but in fairness, not many hard hit balls.
No. But enough to lead 3-1. They're just picking us to death right now.
That's right. Found a couple holes, and
they got a lot to play for.
Let a couple guys reach base.
Conway's got a lot to play for too. So.
Yeah, you want to keep momentum, and they've got a high standard for themselves.
Yep.
Hey, get back in it, Ken. Let's go.
And they might get extra workouts, so there's always that motivation. Davenport behind 3-1, and the same swing we saw earlier.
Yep.
Makes it a full count.
He is not up there to do big time damage. He's there to work the pitcher, leadoff spot.
Struck out in his first at bat.
Got the wide stance. He's trying to put it in play.
I'm not sure he's in the batter's box. And that is a walk for Owen Davenport. We got one out. First baseman.
Now batting first baseman, number 13, Ryland Jones.
Ryland Jones had a good looking at bat in the first inning. Drove a ball, got a hit, scored a run. So he's 1 for 1 today. I don't know if Ryland plays football, but I think he might. Great pitch by Davenport. Throw to first, not in time. Nice pitch by Davenport. As he is ahead 0-2 to Ryland Jones. Throws the first, runner goes.
Well,
and
good
he
execution
got him.
there. Yep.
Great job by Davenport throwing to Voss. Voss to Cover. Tags out the runner. And that changes a lot.
Yeah, well, good job by Willie, too, because, sometimes they just – first baseman can think always picked off. But he went hard, runner. He just put his head down and go once he got picked off. And Voss made a good, strong throw. Otherwise, he might have beat it out.
Good baseball. And instead of having a guy on second now with 1 out, they've got bases empty with 2 outs.
Should I put Owen to Boss?
Owen to Voss to Cover.
Real nice.
Good looking pitch. Not sure what the count is. The scoreboard.
I got 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Davenport missed outside.
Here you go. Finish it off.
One around here, 10.
2-2. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Is that what they call that?
That's what they call it.
All right. Hard hit. Hopping foul ball into the Wampus Cat dugout.
Last time up, Jones dropped that ball. A little soft fly in the right. Start that rally in the first inning.
Struck him out. Good job, Owen Davenport, and that ends the Hurricane half of the second inning. Score remains Jonesboro 3, Conway 1. Back for the third inning after a short break. Wampus Cats Sports Network.
Leading off the third inning, right fielder, number 6, Jake Robinette. Third, pitcher number 14, Asa Myers.
Brings up Asa Myers to lead off for Jonesboro Golden Hurricane. He's pitching today, and through 3 innings has thrown 42 pitches, given up 2 hits, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 2. But right now we're worried about his bat, and he's 0 for 1, but he did score a run. I guess he reached on the fielder's choice last time.
That's right.
And that's over the second baseman Cicero, fielded by Robinette. That's a leadoff single.
And now batting for your Hurricane catcher, number 16, Luke Weatherly.
Colby Catholic High has clinched a playoff spot with their big win over Southwest tonight.
Congratulations to the Rockets.
All the math is complete now on that one.
So the score that we're still waiting on is Bryant's, or Central and
North Little Rock.
And then this score.
Yeah, and we've got a big game going on between Bryant and Cabot. So Bryant, if I remember correctly, Bryant with a win will take the 2 seed. From Little Rock Christian.
Little Rock Christian will be third.
Which
foul ball.
And I think, let me look this up again. I've got this somewhere.
Davenport ahead 0-2 here.
When you get to splits head to head, you got to get in run differential. Cabot's got to win by 3 or more. Or they will say 4. If they win by 3 or more, they'll pass Bryant and be the 3, and Bryant will be the 4.
Wow. So Bryant can be anywhere from 2 to 4.
That's right.
Big difference, probably. 2 gets us by.
2 is a big one.
Yeah.
If you're 3 or 4, who knows?
Yeah.
You know. A lot of times you see who on the other side and figure out who you'd rather be with or be across from.
Good block by Max Holland, keeping that in front of him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davenport is up around 52, 53 pitches. Holland throws. That's a great throw.
Yeah, Willie did a swipe tag there. I think he caught the base first, and it slowed his glove down just a little bit.
I think you're right.
He's got to do like kind of a no-look as a right-hander.
Of course, I mean, the base umpire has no shot at seeing that. I mean, the home plate umpire probably has a better shot at it.
Well, he should be positioned where he's across from it. But yeah, it kind of depends on how much the runner is in line with the umpire there.
Was definitely safe there.
Yeah, that's right.
Sticks it out and drops that in front of the center fielder, London Stewart. I've seen more of those type hits today.
And now batting Hurricane, third baseman number 2, C.J. Lovelace. Curse running at first base, number 9, Avery Scoggins.
These guys are just kind of slapping the bat out, and it's finding the hole.
They are, and but they're keeping the ball off the ground. And the ball on the ground, got a chance to turn 2, and they're getting the ball up in the air and just dropping it over the infield over and over again. It feels like.
Yeah.
I think 4 of their 5 hits have come that way.
I don't know if that's by design or luck, but it doesn't matter. It's effective so far.
Well, give them credit. They're usually off-speed pitches that they're fighting off and putting the ball in play. And on most of those, I think Davenport would rather get the ball down a little more than he is.
Fouls that one off, and Davenport is ahead 0-2.
Yeah, 2 heaters of this guy, though, so far.
What are we going to see here?
I wouldn't think he's going high, so probably going to be a fastball again. Yep.
Pop straight up.
Being
Lots
infield
of
fly.
chatter. Catch made by second baseman Silas
Now
Cicero.
back to your Hurricanes. It's right fielder, number 17, Hudson Couch.
David
Colby,
says,
why don't you explain to the
Yeah.
listeners the infield fly?
I was going to do that, except for we got to talk about this batter. I'll tell you, David, with runners on first and second, unless there's 2 outs
Or bases loaded.
right? Anything hitting the air is an out.
Well, anything on the infield, the umpires determined could be fielded under regular effort. Now, you could call it with an outfielder coming in as well. So it doesn't have to be an outfielder making the play, and it can be past the outfield dirt.
So if that ball drops, can the runners on base advance at their discretion? Hard hit ball up the middle.
Another hole.
Stewart's going home with it. It's cut off. That scores a run. Just past the outstretched arm of Cover.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Throw it
one
up
where
the middle.
a couple feet either side is a double play, but well-placed ground ball. I know it sounds like complaining, but, I mean, over and over again, we just –
Stewart has come up throwing at times this season and definitely has the ability to throw out people. The throw was cut, which probably kept the runners from advancing.
It's hard to do on a ground ball single because the batter's going on contact.
Center fielder, number
It's in the air at all. It's
23,
traveling faster, and he's got
Davis.
by the way, the PA system here is working well.
Yes. So now the Wampus Cats find themselves in another jam here. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Great first pitch by Davenport. Davenport's only walked 2 batters today, so it's not the free bat, it's not walks that are hurting us. That's a great pitch. No balls, 2 strikes.
I think I've got him with 6 hits, and they've got 7 on the board. I'm not sure which one they're counting. Maybe that fielder's choice in the first inning.
Foul ball. Jonesboro's a team that I think they've underperformed. I mean, obviously, you see they've got talent.
Yeah. Well, they've done really well out of conference, so you know they're quality.
Foul ball. Just kind of.
I think they played Kennett, Missouri on Tuesday. It was their bye, and they won that game. I think at one point they won 7 games in a row. Late March, early April. Yeah,
Not a team you want to play this time of year.
well, this is our third year having them in the conference. They've been better every season. Ironically, before they joined the 6A, they were really good. I mean, they were a 5A power. Won state, I believe, or at least win the finals, maybe 2021. Could be misspeaking there.
I can't confirm this, but I think great pitch by Davenport. Big out for the Wampus Cats.
That was a sword, Colby.
I can't confirm this. I think they may have lost some players to the portal, transfer portal.
The portal has not been kind to them. They kind of had to
Number 20,
rebuild, reload in 2023.
Maybe some guys went to
Play a lot of young players.
Valley View had some decent teams. Still.
Yeah, that became the trendy place to go around here. With all the transfer
Davenport's dealing now. Great first pitch. Not sure number 20 saw that one. Threw it so hard he lost his cap.
So he struck out Jenkins last time up. That ended the 3-run first. Hoping for a similar result here.
Great pitch. And 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jonesboro still has runners on first and second. They've plated 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd. Struck him out again. Great inning for Davenport after Jonesboro was able to score 1 run, and that makes the score 4-1. Jonesboro. We'll be back for the top of the 4th after this break.
Jonesboro 4, Conway 1. Leading off the top of the 4th inning for Conway. Number 4, number 2, first baseman, Willie Voss.
All right, we're back. Little Suspicious Minds blaring in the background. Willie Voss got a hit in his first at bat. Willie's a junior, having a great season at the plate. Batting right around 375. Called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
So Colby, some interesting scores have come in. Central leads North Little Rock now, 3-2 in the 6th.
Wow.
So North Little Rock in danger of not making the playoffs right now.
Wow. That's a hard hit foul ball. Out of play.
It wasn't that long ago. They were in 2nd place behind the Wampus Cats, and
wow,
the decision to not throw their best against us was seen as a long-term strategy.
Huh.
Also, Cabot hosting Bryant. That is 1-1 in the 6th. And again, that one has implications for that 2nd bye in conference.
Lots of exciting games. Hard hit ball up the middle for Voss's 2nd hit of the day. Seeing the ball really well. And that's a leadoff single. It's going to bring up Blake Kordsmeyer.
Now batting left fielder number 3, Blake Kordsmeyer.
Voss with plenty of speed on the bases. Fouls the first pitch off. Throws to first. Wanted to keep Voss honest. Kordsmeyer also a football player for the Wampus Cats this year. Squares to bunt, and that's a pass ball. And Voss takes advantage of it.
Be a wild pitch. He bounced it up there.
That's what I said, wild pitch, yeah. All catchers say wild pitch, pitchers say pass ball.
If you're a pitcher, you don't want a wild pitch, and don't spike the pitch.
Kordsmeyer lays down a great bunt. It's good baseball. Moves Voss over to third.
Yeah, interesting to
Yeah.
sacrifice there.
Now
Give
bag
up,
number 9, Wampus Cat DH, Carter Crow.
you don't often give up an out when you're down 3.
That's right. That's right. We've
At
had
the same
just
time, you know,
had a hard time.
maybe yeah,
Had a
beat
hard
it
time
out, or
scoring
just
runs.
make sure we get a run every inning.
Yep.
At this point.
We have had a hard time scoring runs. You got to think that the floodgates are going to open. And that's a pass ball.
It's most definitely a wild pitch.
That's what I said, wild pitch. You know what I call that, David? That's a run for the Wampus Cats, and we'll take them any way we can get them.
Agree on that one.
So a leadoff single turns into a run.
Okay, so now you just need Carter to start another rally. So, Colby, I've seen both Wesley Tapp and now I see Max Holland warming up
Hit
the bullpen.
Third baseman charges.
It's a good pickup.
Good play by the third baseman.
Yeah.
Now batting center fielder number 14.
I saw.
London Stewart.
I thought it was Wanamaker warming up, but maybe it was Wesley Tapp. So maybe he's warmed up Wanamaker.
Yeah, it's Holland now.
Holland.
You may just have everybody warm at this
Maybe
point.
at the plate we've got London Stewart. Good frame by the catcher.
Yeah, I will admit I could have mistaken Wanamaker for Tapp. Would not be the first time.
And Stewart finds himself behind 0-2.
They don't get mistaken for anybody else on the team.
Not too many guys over 6'3" or 4. And a fastball down the middle is going to end the Wampus Cat half of the fourth with not before we get one run. Conway still trails 4-2. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth.
New battery for the Wampus Cats. Catching out Sean Coker. On the bump pitching, Max Holland. Ken Brown goes in to play second base. Moving over to play shortstop, the brave Silas Cicero. Leading off the Hurricane half of the fourth, number 10, Jake Morrison.
All right, we're back. Jake Morrison is going to lead off for Jonesboro.
Yeah, we got a new pitcher, Colby.
Who we got?
We have got Max Holland. Holland came in last year in the Jonesboro game and kind of helped get the Cats down to the – well, it's a wild game.
Thomas Ford diving catch at third.
Good play. That a kid.
Great play by senior Thomas Ford. Knocks it down, gets up, makes the throw.
And now batting Hurricanes.
One pitch, one out.
Number 7, Matt Bartell.
Matt Bartell, the shortstop. He's walked once, struck out once. So because Max Holland comes in to catch, he cannot catch and pitch. So that moves Sean Cover to catcher. That moves Silas Cicero to shortstop. And Ken Brown has entered the game at second. And Blake Korsmeyer covers a lot of ground, catches that ball in foul territory for out number 2. So is that 2 pitches, 2 outs?
That is 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Jones.
Blake Korsmeyer got, he's incredibly fast. Just broke on the ball right.
Seeking a swing here. Seeking a swing here.
No.
No chance. That's a big unwritten no-no in baseball. 3-pitch inning. As a pitcher, you got to take advantage of that because you got to figure he's not swinging, right? This groove one.
Right. I think he fouled that off between his legs.
He may have. I feel like he's done that same foul ball down a first base line 3 or 4 times.
It's tough to do.
Yeah. And yeah, that is Wanamaker now working in the bullpen.
Great pitch. Great pitch.
Here the bullpen's on the field in foul territory, and he's being guarded by Amos Bartley. I can't think of a better guardian of a pitcher.
The old bullpen in play, not a great idea. Oh, that's a great pitch.
Yeah, you see that? A little delay.
I don't know what that was. I don't know if is that illegal?
Sure. Nobody's on the
Great inning for Max Holland on the mound. We're going to come back with the 5th inning here. Conway trails 4-2 on the Wampus Cats Sports Network.
Now playing shortstop, number 8, Silas Cicero.
All right, we're back. Silas Cicero is going to lead off the inning. And Asa pops up the first pitch. First baseman makes a play in foul territory. 1 pitch, 1 out. Asa Myers has gone the full 4 now, 4 and a third.
Right fielder.
He's only given up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So he's done a great job throwing 55 pitches. 39 of them for strikes.
Yeah, it's a really good pitch count.
Yeah. Jackson Robnett, senior. First 2 pitches called strikes. That's a hard hit ball. The center fielder makes a great play.
Smoked.
Well struck.
Now by number 23, Thomas Ford.
That's where baseball just drives you crazy. I mean, you can stroke a ball like that and nothing to show for it, and you dunk one over second base and get a base hit.
Senior Thomas Ford made a great play last inning at third base. First pitch called strike. Big swing by Ford.
Yeah, he saw it well, but could not connect. Ford has been twice called out on pitches that he did not agree with.
And chopper to first, going to go foul. Jonesboro's done a good job of not many free bases. We haven't hit any pitchers. You know, we haven't hit any batters. We've only walked 2.
Yeah, it's a good point. No errors either.
Actually, 1. He's only
walk.
walked 1.
Yeah.
And no errors. So limiting mistakes.
That's a fantastic take.
The home crowd
Fantastic take.
wanted a strike. I'm not sure Ford could.
It was a good pitch, but it ended up on the ground. I mean,
it was a good pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count with 2 outs, and fouls it off. Wow.
Flip the script there. That time Jonesboro wanted that strike 3, and
their
Ford
coaching staff is not happy. Fans are not happy.
Yeah. Well,
the
fans you can ignore.
The coach is
the coach you can kind of ignore because he can't see the corners. When the catcher thinks he's got it, that's when you kind of wonder if they got missed. But hey, I'll say this: Ford finally got a break.
He did get a break, and Sean Cover's up
potentially. Well, that's
a strike. I think it's called a strike. So, don't think that was. Cover, the team's leading batter. And I bet Jonesboro knows that.
I think they've heard of him. They're probably waiting for the transfer to Valley View like everybody else.
Maybe. Cover could tie the game with one swing of the bat.
Running for Ford here.
True.
It's usually automatic.
That's true.
It may be because there's 2 outs and he doesn't want to play that card quite yet. Although Cover hits a lot of doubles.
Looked outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Pitch to Cover. Hard hit on the ground, and that's through the hole.
Everything he hits is just hard.
It's hard. I don't know what the
that
exit
was a little
below
guy in
was.
front, rolled over a little bit, and still just 2 steps from the shortstop, he couldn't get there.
Wampus Cat pitcher, number 4.
That brings up Max Holland.
That's when Malik is running.
Pitch runner at first base, number 28, Malik Woodley.
So Woodley, the courtesy runner here for the catcher. Oh, we got the wrong one. A little confusion there. So
Woodley's going to run for
Woodley
Ford.
thought he was a courtesy runner for the catcher, but he is
right.
actually the pinch runner,
That's
which is
right.
a substitution for Ford. And we're going to have a different courtesy runner. No, we're going to leave Cover on.
Leave Cover on.
Yeah. He's got wheels, so
Yes.
Coach could run for him.
That's right.
But I'm not sure anybody on the bench is faster than
That's
Sean,
right.
you know?
The umpire looked confused. Coach Harden knew exactly
Well,
what
and
he wanted to do.
Coach Harden was reporting it when it all happened, so I don't think he realized it.
Max Holland at the plate and a big at bat here in the top of the 5th. We got 2 outs. The Wampus Cats need a run. Missed outside. Seemed like that was close to where the ones that Cover took as strikes last at bat. That is well struck.
Oh, my goodness.
Incredible play by the right fielder. Hits the wall, makes the catch, and ends the inning for the Wampus Cats. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Great catch.
The right
That's probably
fielder
the catch of his life right there.
runs into the wall, and that ends the inning. Conway trails 4-2. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off the Hurricane half of the 5th is your pitcher, number 14, Asa Myers.
Asa Myers up to bat. He's pitching today for the Jonesboro Golden Hurricane. He does have a hit, and he's 1 for 2. Scored a run. Holland with a great pitch to start the bottom of the 5th. Myers has pitched all 5 innings on the mound for Jonesboro. 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks. Done a great job. Good pitch by Holland. Holland threw 7 pitches in the first inning. 6 of them were for strikes. Great pitch.
And let's give credit to Hudson Couch, the right fielder for Jonesboro. Just an incredible play going back, pitching the ball up against the wall.
That's a 2-run.
It's a game-saving type play.
Yeah.
Just stuck with it.
A full sprint and off-speed pitch fouled off.
Yeah, no question that Cover scores from first on that.
Fly ball.
It might stay in. Oh, it does.
Voss.
It came back.
Willie Voss makes a play at the dugout. Way to stay with it, Willie. And gets an out.
Now batting your Hurricane catcher, number 16, Luke Weatherly.
Luke Weatherly 1 for 1 at the plate today.
And this is their stud. He's the catcher, probably their best overall player. He started as a freshman 2 years ago.
Wow.
There's a lot of good juniors in this state. All right, Colby, North Little Rock down to their last 3 outs at home against Central.
Who would have thought that?
Gabe Lawrence has thrown in 6 innings and held him to 2 runs.
Hard hit ball up the middle. Drops in front of London Stewart. Nice at bat by Weatherly.
The caveat, though, is Lawrence is done. He's hit pitch count, so Central's got to go somebody else close it out.
Number 9, Striker.
You're welcome.
Now batting for your Hurricane, third baseman, number 2, C.J. Lovelace.
And when we played Central last, they didn't look like they had fire in them, but they found it.
Well, they knocked off Catholic.
Yeah. Who would have thought at the beginning of the season, lots of people predicting North Little Rock to.
Well, I think more people got excited about how they started. I don't think they were really picked that high, although.
I did listen to a preseason podcast that mentioned 4 or 5 teams from the conference.
I think it mentioned 5 teams.
And one that it did not mention was the Conway Wampus Cats.
That would be the 2-time conference.
Yeah. Didn't even get a mention. Not even honorable mention.
I wonder if that got to the Conway folks.
Well, it may have. I did hear the same podcast say just as we predicted, and
and in Cabot and Bryan are tied at 1 in the 8th inning. So
wow,
free baseball.
2 great games
in Cabot. Yeah, we got it. Bryant trying to get the first round bye. Cabot will be 3 or 4. In fact, they'll be 3 unless they hit a 3-run homer to win the game. They got to win by 3.
Hard hit ball to left. That's going to drop. Korsmeyer's on it. So that's a single.
We talked about soft hits. These last 2 were hit.
Well struck.
Those things were hit hard.
Right fielder. Number 17, Hudson Couch.
Hudson Couch, the right fielder. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. He's had a game. And
he's had a good day, hadn't he?
A 2-run saving catch in the outfield. So I don't know what he's done the rest of the year, but he has had a game. Hard hit to Ford at third. Out at second. What was the call? We call safe at first?
Yeah, out at second, safe at first.
Okay. All right, so we got the runner at
And now
second.
batting for your Hurricane, Center fielder.
Max Holland wants to talk about it.
Cam Davis, the first to mound visit.
Umpire's going to break up the talk.
They're probably talking about what to do in the situation, first and third.
Yeah. Bet
Should the runner steal or break early? Make sure they're on the same
Now,
page.
number 23, Cam Davis.
I'm sure Max always thinks like a catcher. Of course, Cover has caught plenty of innings, so. Fouls that one off down the third base line. Hard hit ball. Two outs here, bottom of the fifth. Runners on first and third. Hit to the shortstop, Cicero. And Silas just could not field it clean, and that allows a run to score.
Now batting your left fielder, number 20, Ty Jenkins.
Tough time for the first Wampus Cat error of the day.
Yeah, you kind of saw it coming. You play back on it instead of going and attacking the ground ball.
Still got 2 outs. Pushes the score to Jonesboro 5, Conway 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Great off-speed pitch by Holland. 0-2, way ahead, 2 outs here.
It's the first error of the game for either team.
Misses high.
He had a juice on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. A little action in the Hurricane bullpen. Number 16, the catcher.
Yeah,
Looks
that's
like.
Rutherford. Yeah, that's the guy I was telling you about. He's
Weatherly.
sorry, Weatherly. I apologize to the Weatherly family.
And pops up foul.
I've seen catchers come in the game to pitch a lot, even at this level, but I've never seen a guy in the bullpen with his shin guards on.
Warming up with his shin guards. Can you pitch with those on? Fouls it off.
I've not seen in the rule book that you can't.
It'd be different. It's a pretty good pitch. Missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the Wampus Cats need an out. Misses high.
Jenkins was calling for time, but didn't get it because Holland was starting his motion. Holland missed with the pitch. So now the runners get a head start.
That's going to find a hole. Korsmeyer gets it. Runner's going to try to score, and he does. Pushes the Hurricane lead to 6-2.
Number 10, VH, Jake Morris.
With 2 outs still here in the bottom of the fifth. Squares to bunt. Ball goes foul. Holland's still doing a great job of throwing strikes. 22 strikes and out of 28 pitches. That's a great pitch. And he's getting ahead 0-2. Just got to finish off a hitter here. And a great pitch, and that brings the inning to an end, but not before Jonesboro plates 2 runs to extend their lead to Jonesboro 6, Conway 2. We'll be back for the 6th inning here with your Wampus Cats Sports Network. And we're back here in the top of the 6th, and we need some runs. Willie Voss is at the plate. And Voss is 2 for 2 today. 2 hits, and has scored both of the Wampus Cat runs have been scored by Voss. So Willie's doing his part at the plate. He's been a tough out today. Asa Myers is up to 75 pitches. That's a hard hit ball. And that's going to drop, and that's going to be Rounds holds up at second. And a leadoff double for Willie Voss. And he's 3 for 3 today.
He is hit 3 balls right on the nose, 1 to center, 1 to left, 1 to right.
Now batting for Conway.
Have a day, Willie Voss.
3, Blake Kortzmeyer.
And you can't help but think if that ball that Holland hit had dropped.
It was a game-changing catch.
Yeah, then
no
Voss
doubt.
hits that double, and you're ahead.
No
Changes
doubt.
everything.
Kortzmeyer walked once today. Hard hit ball up the middle, and he's going to get on. That's going to put runners on first and third. Just a few pitches, a few hard hit balls, and the Wampus Cats are in business.
Now batting for Conway, number 9, Carter Crow.
These guys have another comeback in them. You know they believe it. You know they expect it.
I think they do.
By the way, North Little Rock was down to their last out and tied the game on a 2-out single. 3-3, bottom 7.
And good stop by the catcher, but it's going to allow Kortzmeyer to advance to second base.
A pass ball, Colby.
I think it was a pass ball.
Wow, pitch. He didn't even get past him. How could he pass
not.
ball?
You got past the plate. That's what that's for. One ball, one strike.
And again, you don't need all 4 this inning. Get a couple. Keep yourself in the game.
Catcher does a good job framing pitches. Tip. And Crow's behind 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yes, he does. He does receive the ball really well. Weatherly.
And
good
wow.
decision by Voss.
Yeah.
Hit the backside. There's brick back here, and it shot back, and smart in the situation.
That could have ended poorly.
You've only got 6 outs to play with.
You can't see where that ball went. So if you can't see it, you need to stay. And Voss did that. We did not need to run into an out at the plate.
That's a good take.
He just missed.
He may look good, but he was set up outside. You could tell.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Deep breath. Foul ball down the third base line. Sure could use a hit here. Third base line. That's going to get it 1. That's going to score 1. And Korsmeyer with his speed, it's going to score 2. Throws in at second. And that's what we needed. I can breathe again.
Really good at bat there by Carter Crow. Really good at bat. I mean, 7 pitches. Gets a double down the line. Ball hits the base. I think even if that gets stopped, he's not going to.
No, that's too. He was too deep. Yeah. So good. And we're going to talk about it here.
North Little Rock in extra innings.
North Little Rock and Little Rock Central.
If they win, should we tell Jonesboro maybe get them to
relax.
Yeah, just get a little bit depressed.
Don't be playing so angry, guys. Yeah. We're gonna have a pitching change here, and we'll
have a catching change too. Or no? Is this the same? Is that still?
Nope. So we'll take the break with them. That double brings home 2 runs, making it 4-6. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Number 14, Lincoln.
All right, we're back, and we've got the catcher. What's his first name, David? Luke? Yeah, Luke Weatherly, I think is his
So I
name.
was checking scores over here at Colby.
Luke
Getting all
Weatherly
wrapped up
on
in
the
these other
pitch.
games that don't directly affect us, but it's high drama. Got some team seasons on the line tonight.
London Stewart is up to bat. Carter Crow is at second. Misses high. Crow with the double that brought in 2. That brings us to within 2 runs. No outs here. Top of the 6th. Need a rally. Luke Weatherly has been catching the whole game. So that's outside.
Probably changed his mind there. So he's got a good arm. He's running up a little velo. Hopefully we can grind out a couple more runs here.
One ball, 2 strikes to Stewart.
That was the very top of the zone.
I'm thinking. So 2 borderline calls that neither went the Wampus Cats' way. Actually, I don't think the first strike call was borderline. I think it was a good bit outside. But again, I can't see. Which may give me something in common with the umpire. I don't know. We complimented him once.
He's sad. I'm not going to go there again.
Take some shots. Stewart fouls that pitch off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Carter Crow on second base. Just a bit high.
So if you're Jonesboro, are you keeping up with the score at all from Burns Park, or you just say, I don't want to know, we're just going to play our game?
I bet somebody over there is. That would be my guess.
The coaches don't like to have any kind of distraction, and obviously it's out of their control.
The head coach probably isn't, but I bet somebody is.
Yeah. Good breaking ball there by Rutherly.
Wampus Cat batter. Number 8 shortstop, Silas Cicero.
That brings up Silas Cicero, Jr. He's played second and short today. Carter's on second. And
start him off speed there.
Looked off speed. That's going to be hit to the shortstop. Fields it clean. Comes up. Throws it for out number 2. Crow advances to third on the ground out. That brings up senior Jackson Robnett. Jackson's 1 for 2 today with a couple of well-hit balls.
Now batting number 6, Jackson Robnett.
The fly out he had earlier was a well-hit ball.
Yeah, 2 screaming outs for the Cats in the 5th inning.
I'm telling you, the 2 pitchers Jonesboro's thrown today have been really good. No, that's high.
That was not a good call. That was way up in the zone.
Jackson's down 0-2.
You know, a wild pitch, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, man.
Get one more
Absolutely.
runner home, and
Yeah.
at least you got the top of the order next inning.
That's
Only
right.
needing-
That's right.
If you can hold him, only needing
Crow's on
one
third,
run.
and we don't need to leave him there. Yeah. I'd be fine with a wild pitch or a pass ball. It's a bit high. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wampus Cat half of the sixth. Misses high. And that's a full count, folks. Those of you watching at home, we need a rally here. Struck him out. That strands Crow on third, and that ends the Wampus Cats sixth, but not before they get 2 runs back. We'll come back for the bottom of the sixth. Conway Trail.
Lead off batter the Hurricane, half of the sixth. Shortstop, number 7, Matt Bartell.
We're back, and as far as walk-up songs go, we're hearing Kung Fu Fighting right now, so could be worse.
And we got a new pitcher.
The Cats bring in sophomore Nate Wanamaker. Nate's thrown 26 point and a third, 2/3 innings for the Cats this season. .84 earned run average. And looking comfortable out there.
I'm not real sure what the move was for the Cats defensively. Wow. Brown's still in the game,
Now batting your Hurricane,
which I guess means the DH is killed.
13, Ryland Jones.
So he must be in for Crow. And Wanamaker is in Cicero's spot, which makes sense. Cicero just batted, so he's not up anytime soon.
I guess Crow would probably re-enter.
Crow could re-enter, that's right.
As a DH for somebody, if that came to be, probably for Ken or an outfielder. So can he re-enter for anyone, or he has to wait till?
Yeah, this guy's saying his spot in the order.
That's right. That's right. That's a great pitch by Wanamaker.
Yeah, Kean could only enter the game in the spot, in Crow's spot, because he was his defender, so to speak.
Yeah. But then Crow could re-enter at that spot.
And Crow can re-enter at that spot. Yeah, so
Baseball,
those guys were locked in the same spot.
Baseball needs more rules, I think.
Have you ever watched a football game?
That's true. I just know it. Great job by Holland. Drop third strike. Another baseball rule you can run on drop third strike. Max did a good job keeping it in front of him. Chased it down the third base line. Threw the runner out at first.
The most important thing is he didn't panic. How about Wanamaker? I hadn't liked him at all, have they?
No.
Some really
good
ugly
to see
swings.
him, strung together several really good outings.
Oh, yeah.
To start the beginning of the season. His last outing wasn't his best, so it's great to see him come out. Just a lot of confidence. And he
just keeps pounding the strike zone. I don't know what's going on here. Could be a pitch com issue or
not sure what we're talking about here. Maybe they thought Wanamaker was doctoring the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
They sure haven't been able to hit it.
Poor in substance. I think he learned that from his dad.
Sure.
You could get away with it back in the 70s when
That's
Scott
right.
played.
That's right.
We got a final from Cabot. Cabot has defeated Bryant 2-1. So
Okay.
Little Rock Christian will be your 2. Bryant will be your 3. Cabot will be your 4 in the state tournament.
That's
that was
a great
beautiful
pitch.
Nice pitch. You never know.
That's a great pitch. I just said it loud for effect.
I think he knew he missed it.
Nate is one of the few sophomore. I guess the only sophomore that's pitched varsity a lot this season.
I think he's the only sophomore that has seen varsity action aside from Malik Woodley, courtesy running.
Man, he has had an incredible season. So bright future. Bright now as well as he's. Jonesboro doesn't like what they're seeing. Walk for
there, yeah.
Pitcher, number 16, Luke Weatherly.
That was Asa Myers, the guy that pitched 5 innings for Jonesboro today. One of the most impressive things about Myers' outing for Jonesboro was 2 walks in 5 innings. And only gave up 4 runs. Goes from the guy who pitched the first innings to the guy who's pitching now. Luke Weatherly, and it's a fly ball to center. Stewart camps out under it, catches it, makes the out, and that ends the Jonesboro Hurricane half of the 6th. We'll be back. Your Wampus Cats trail Jonesboro 6-4, and we're going to see if we can push across 2 runs here in the top of the 7th on the Wampus Cats Sports Network.
Leadoff batter in the top of the 7th.
We're back.
23, Thomas Ford.
And it is do or die time for your Wampus Cats. And we got the top of the order up. So Thomas Ford, senior, is going to face Luke Weatherly, the new Hurricane pitcher. Struck out 2 of the 3 batters he faced in his inning of work. Ford has walked once today. 0 for 2 at the plate. Uncommon for him. And he's due. Did not go. The home crowd did not like that. Thomas needed a call. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just because he thought about swinging doesn't make it a strike.
Does not.
It's at his shins.
We're getting lots of fan feedback here. And Thomas does what Thomas does, and he draws a leadoff walk to start
Number 18,
the top of the 7th.
Sean Culver.
So far, Coach Harden is not running for 4. Of course, if he runs for him again, he cannot re-enter. Down a run, he would. Down 2, he may wait and see.
Gonna wait and see. Cover's up. Cover has 1 hit on the day, 1 for 3. And is having as good of a season.
Look at the outfield, Colby.
At the plate. The outfield's against the wall. And
say it, Colby. Say it.
That is a pass ball.
That's a pass ball.
I actually know what that is, David. That's a stolen base for Thomas Ford. Put it down. Thomas Ford with the stolen base. Yeah, I think that's on the catcher. Now, this is not the guy that started behind the plate.
Or if he was looking for a breaking ball there.
Could be that. You don't want to get your pitches crossed up with Cover. Cover with the trademark waist move that I like. Mm-hmm. Loosen up that waist. Misses high, and that almost got by the catcher, which would be okay.
A little bit about Weatherly catching 5.
Yeah, I mean,
pitching an inning. One thing to do. Now he's got a second inning out there.
He's
facing the tough part of the Wampus Cat order. Yeah. What's his stamina like?
Absolutely. And the young guy that had to come in and catch. You know, you've been sitting all day. That's a good pitch.
That's a nice pitch.
That's a good pitch.
3-1, sitting dead fastball. Yep. You know Cover wants to tie the game.
That's a great call. Great pitch.
Throws a get-over breaking ball. That is incredible. That is what makes Sean Cover ridiculous. He hit that ball, I mean, almost literally out of the catcher's mitt. He knew he was dead.
It broke at the last minute.
I haven't seen that kind of stuff at any level. It was like a cricket move.
Bat control. Knew that he was going to get a call third strike and fouled it off. And fouls that one off as well.
I've never seen a hitter, just in general, let the ball decide so late.
Yeah.
But that was just a whole other level.
That's usually where you look bad because you swing so late and miss, but he swung late and fouled it off.
Changed his mind.
Stayed alive. That was strike 3.
Over the plate.
That was strike 3, and he knew it. And he is Fouls it off again. Staying alive.
I think the folks getting their $5 worth today, Colby.
Yeah. From the broadcast? Get what you pay for. And Cover.
Well, that was entertaining.
Was a great at bat.
That was an entertaining at bat.
Draws a walk. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Brings up Max Solon.
I still cannot get over that last foul ball. I've never seen anything like that at any level.
I tell you, Max stroked the ball to right field in his last at bat. Was robbed. An incredible play by the right fielder that saved 2 runs from scoring. Holland fouls off the first pitch.
Didn't mean to. Almost hit him.
We do have action in the Wampus Cat bullpen. It looks like Silas Cicero.
Yep.
I don't think it's out of the question to see Wanamaker back out either. Good pitch.
Well, hopefully Wanamaker's spot comes up. And they hit, and they'll
seeing the line.
bat Cicero for him. Yeah. Yeah, because burned the DH last inning, bringing
Gotcha.
Brown
right.
in.
Spins around. Looked like a balk to me.
Yeah, it's the inside move, Colby. It's one of my list of 3 rules I think baseball should change.
Offsides. I think everybody's a little nervous, not sure. Again, this game has playoff implications for Jonesboro.
Potentially,
but not for Conway. Fouls that one off. There's no quit in these Wampus Cats, that's for sure.
I've got bad news for Jonesboro, Colby. North Little Rock has pulled out the win over Central in 8 innings.
Wow.
So they will be in the playoffs. Jonesboro will be out.
Tell you what, everybody talks about the baseball in Northwest Arkansas, and it's good. But if this team right here, Jonesboro Golden Hurricane, is not a playoff team,
Yeah.
the Central baseball, there's good baseball in Central Arkansas.
Well, adding Little Rock Christian made the conference deeper. That's a good thing. What a great pitch by Rutherly. Gets them on a changeup.
Great pitch.
Kind of showed him everything and perfectly located.
That brings up Willie Voss. Willie is 3 for 3 today. 3 hits and 3 at-bats, scored 3 runs. And we got runners on first and second.
So, nothing's changed. Got a lot of speed at first base. That's your tying run. Hopefully Voss can find another gap. Get another big hit for the Wampus Cats. Very generous strike one call.
Catcher's doing a good job framing those. That wasn't
even a very good frame job.
That was
Willie
just low.
Voss is not 5'7".
Similar pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hard hit ball. That's going to drop. And Cover gets the second.
Good base running by Cover. He had to freeze in case that
Yeah.
ball was caught. It was hit so hard he had to wait.
Number 3, Blake Kortzmeyer.
Bases loaded for senior Blake Kortzmeyer. Kortzmeyer is 1 for 2 today with a walk. Be a great time.
Cats do not go quietly, Colby.
No, they don't. A lot of fight. A lot of fight. Bases loaded. And by the catcher.
You know, Kortzmeyer waved him off. I don't know. Maybe he's waving him in. Usually the ball hits the net, you go, because you know it's not going to pop back. But boy, getting that Tyler into third base in this situation would be huge.
Yes, would indeed. Well,
that opportunity may come back to bite the Cats.
Kortzmeyer ahead 2-0. And it's going to be foul. 2 balls, 1 strike for Kortzmeyer. Hard hit ball, and that is an amazing play by the shortstop, but he's not going to get Kortzmeyer. That's going to score a run. Kortzmeyer does fall at the end there. Kortzmeyer's down.
Number 9, Carter Curley.
Oh, he went down.
He did go down.
Oh, no.
I don't know if that's a cramp.
Let's hope. He doesn't look like he's in a lot of pain. Coach Farrell helps him up.
He's walking gingerly.
Got 3.
Man, he is so fast, and that's what allowed him to beat out that play. Didn't have any chance. Hopefully a cramp.
Yeah, he's going to stay in.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I really thought Bartles was going to go to third base on that. I don't know if he would have gotten Cover or not, but sometimes deep in the hole, that's your best shot.
Bases loaded. 1 out.
All right, so what's for dinner tonight, Colby? Anything else to talk about?
Number 9, Carter Curley.
Not much. Crow did have a double his last at bat, and we could use another one here. First pitch misses. See, that's the pitch that has been called a strike.
Sometime that was maybe leaving a little lower than what we've seen.
Bases loaded with plenty of speed at every base. That's going to be out at second. Well,
got the job done.
Not ideal, but not the end of the world, as that's going to score a run. Did not need a double play there.
Number 14, that's London Stewart.
That ties the game.
Ties the game.
That's what we had to have.
That's right, absolutely. And you feel like you're the better team, and you just want to drag the game
Extend
out.
the game. I agree.
Jonesboro's the home team.
I agree. I
They
agree.
get the last say.
That's right. Again, there's a lot of fight here. A lot of speed on the
Not done
bases.
yet either.
No, lots of speed on the bases. Crow's gone. No throw.
Delayed steal.
And now, look what a base hit does. Let's go, London Stewart.
And now a single scores 2.
That's right. Lots of speed on the bases. Got Boss on third. Oh, and he dropped it! He dropped it! That's why you just keep fighting. That's going to score Willie Voss from third. You just keep fighting. How are we going to score that one, David?
It's going to be an E5, I'm afraid.
Error on the first baseman.
It was a good pickup. Ball hit really hard by London. So this is Wanamaker's spot. And Cicero could re-enter now. Of course, he also might pitch. Although now with the lead, Coach Hard might change his strategy.
I think he's thinking about it.
So let's see who comes out the dugout. Some high drama here to see who comes out.
I think it may be Wanamaker. It's going to be Wanamaker.
Okay. I think
the reason he does that is because obviously he wants Nate to pitch the bottom of the inning now with the lead.
It's because Nate hits nukes.
He has done that too in JV games. I know.
Hey, Nate can swing it.
He can swing it, and that would be a great.
I'm not sure he's faced this quite yet.
Probably not. You know, with Crow on third, if a ball goes to the net here, you probably send him. Stewart on first. We got to get the music stopped. Stewart goes, and Stewart's going to run down, and Crow he needs to get back to first is what needs to happen here. That's all right. That's fun.
No harm, no foul?
No. So the Wampus Cats have played at 3 here with their backs against the wall. No quit in the Cats. They now lead 7-6. Stewart's gone, and that's a high fly ball. Can we get a drop? Nope. And that ends top of the 7th. If you like good baseball, you've come to the right channel. You're getting your money's worth, and so are we. As Conway doesn't quit, they now lead for the first time all day, 7-6. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th from Jonesboro, Arkansas, Conway Wampus Cats Sports Network.
Batter for your Hurricane is number 2, C.J. Lovelace.
Zumba.
I'm blinking. My battery may be low. Nope. We're back, folks. And Wanamaker throws a ridiculous pitch.
I think he wanted to make up for that error on the first pitch.
I don't know what that was.
It was.
If you're just joining us, you have missed a heck of a baseball game. The Wampus Cats have trailed from the beginning. Wanamaker working way ahead, just unreal. Anyway, they've been down 3-0 to start. Got down as many as 6-2. 3-pitch strikeout for Wanamaker in the bottom
Good
of
morning,
the 6th.
good afternoon, good night.
We
Right fielder number 17, Hudson Couch.
we're down 2, the top of the 7th, and so we scored 3. And so for the first time all day, the Wampus Cats are showing signs of life and lead 7-6. Wanamaker's come in, and that's a great pitch,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
that's a bit of strike.
Wow.
All night.
He's struggling with Wanamaker's movement is what it is.
And that's a chopper.
A little inexperience there. Holland tried to call Wanamaker off, and Wanamaker tried to make a play.
Probably should have been Max's.
Tough break.
Tough play. That's where it's like, I don't know if it's better to be lucky or good. The guy just kind of chopped, barely made contact, and winds up on first base. We got one out. And where are we in the order here?
I believe we're in the 8 hole. It's the 7 hole. Got Davis up.
All right. Center fielder has made some great plays in center field. Their outfield has done really well.
He wanted Wanamaker to wait until the batter looked at him before
Okay, make eye
getting
contact.
in pitching position. Yeah.
All right. Never seen an umpire request that. Hard hit ball.
It's deep, but should
Center
stay in the
field.
park.
Stewart gets it. Wow. That could have been a game-changing swing of the bat there.
Never a doubt.
Now
Can of
batting
corn.
for the Hurricane.
385.
Left fielder, number 20.
And there's been no wind blowing at all. So
Nope. It's a still night here.
Ty Jenkins, what's Ty's line look like tonight? Ty is 1 for 3 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts. So the way Wanamaker's pitching, I like that this guy's a strikeout candidate. 2 outs. The Hurricanes have out-hit the Wampus Cats 11-8.
And you do not want a wild pitch here. You want them to have to get 2 more hits to score. Keep that runner at first.
That's right.
We've seen what a little ground ball, a little bloop will do.
There is action in the Hurricane bullpen. And that's a great pitch by Wanamaker.
And no action in the Wampus Cat bullpen.
No,
This is Wanamaker's game.
We're planning on this ending right here. That's a good pitch.
Definitely a ball, a good take.
Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch spent a lot of time in the strike zone before diving down and in.
This is a playoff atmosphere here at the ballpark.
Yeah.
I don't know, the folks at home, I don't know if you guys can sense it. This has been an intense game. And Conway's been quiet.
Yeah, it's also Jonesboro's last home game.
Last
so even
home
though they're
game.
out of the playoff, it's
A lot
big
to
game
play
them.
for the
Yep.
seniors. And this is a great baseball team. And they've played exceptionally well tonight. They've pitched well. Great pitch by Wanamaker. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That was a great pitch, Dave.
Well, again, I can't see corners. It may have been out. It may have been out. Definitely was not down, but it may have been out.
Okay. Harden's going to walk out and discuss this. Who do we have up for?
Well, we got the bottom of the order here. You want to do it here?
Is this Morrison?
Yep, Morrison, the DH.
Okay. All right. We've got a little bit of everything tonight.
Yes, we have. We don't want his extra inning. Let's get this thing over with.
I agree.
Get the JV game going and get out of this place with a win.
Man.
And now batting for your Hurricane, number 10, Jake Morrison.
Jake Morrison's up, number 10. Going to face Nate Wanamaker. Man, you can say what you want to about the Wampus Cats this year, but they have never given up.
No.
They never think they're out of it. They never get rattled, and I think I was more rattled tonight than they were. It's not a bad pitch.
I don't know where he's missing on that one. He just doesn't seem to like Wanamaker's movement.
Seems like he's a little puckered behind the plate. Great stop by Max Holland.
Hey, here you go, Matt. Let's go now.
Right here, kid.
I'm going to guess he's taking here.
I think he's for sure taking. I think he's for sure taking. We just got to get a strike here. Any speed. I don't think this guy will swing. And he did not. 2 balls, 1 strike. Maybe taking here. What do you think?
No, I think he's got to swing here if it's close.
All right. High pressure situation for a sophomore pitcher. Nate's handling it well. Need an out. And that's a ground ball to first. Fielded by Voss. Tags him out at first. And drops the ball. But it's on the separation, and that ends the game for the Wampus Cats.
JV game to follow in about 30 minutes. What a great time to support your Jonesboro baseball booth.
Colby Crow is never a doubt.
David Thompson.
Never a doubt.
Well,
just ho-hum, another Wampus Cats win.
The Wampus Cats led this game for 1 inning.
For 3 outs.
Yeah, for 3 outs. That's right, for 3 outs. And it was the last 3. And I don't think Conway played their best baseball, but I think Jonesboro played an incredible game through 2 great pitchers, had some timely hits, and some incredible plays in the field.
Yeah, Jonesboro played with a lot of life, a lot of energy, and, you know, you're right. The Wampus Cats did not play badly. Golden Hurricane found some holes, put the ball in play well, found some holes, and at the end of the game it was the Cats who found some holes and came out on top.
And I tell you, you know, we didn't need this win for seedings or rankings or anybody else, but we needed it for ourselves. And I think a comeback, I mean, you couldn't have really scripted a better, you know, blowout win doesn't do you any good. But a game where you claw and fight and pull it out in the end does you a lot of good. And you saw 2 good arms. And
well, that's the first time Wanamaker's closed a game. You know, he's opened a lot of games just on the first inning. He's, you know, he went deep in the game in Bryan and went, you know, deep at Little Rock Christian, but he's not been on the mound at the end of the game with the game on the line, and he might be in the state tournament, and now he has been in the regular season.
Lots of good things happen. And so the Wampus Cats will play again on Monday, right, David?
Yeah, as far as I know, the game is still on. We'll play Lakeside. Lakeside are a very good 5A school, so it's a tune-up game for both teams, a 6A versus 5A, so we won't see them in the state tournament. They won't see us, but get some reps in before next weekend.
Conway's got a first-round bye in the state tournament as a result of winning the 6A Central Conference Championship for the 2nd year in a row. And so,
watch the team out here. Coach Harden goes out there. This is their little tradition. And wait for it. Wait for it. There we go.
There's nothing more manly than 30 guys going around and just letting out a big grunt.
Right.
So,
anyway, yeah, that's right. So next week the Cats will be off Thursday when the state tournament starts at Burns Park, and we'll play the first game on Friday against the winner of the 4 seed from the West against the 5 seed from the Central. That matchup will take place on Thursday.
I always wonder, and it's the same for both teams, but you don't play a 10 a.m. game ever all season. And then all of a sudden you're playing at 10 a.m. Now, these guys have done it in travel ball tournaments.
Right.
But, again, it's the same time. I'll tell you one big advantage for us this year is getting to sleep in your own bed, whereas the teams from Northwest Arkansas are going to be traveling and staying in a hotel with high school kids is not great. So
yeah, well, you're right. Baseball teams, baseball coaches like their routines. This puts you out of your routine a little bit, but there's a lot on the line. I think everybody knows it's the second season, and they'll be ready.
Well, David, I enjoyed it, and that's going to bring our broadcast tonight to an end. There's a JV game coming up next, and anything that's said on here right now has got to be PG-13.
Eric King is the best. Eric King was the best baseball player ever in Conway.
This is there you go. That was crowd noise in the background, but we've enjoyed bringing the Wampus Cat broadcast to you. A great win for your Wampus Cats as they pull it out in dramatic fashion. The final here from Jonesboro, Arkansas: Conway Wampus Cats 7, Jonesboro Golden Hurricane 6. We'll see you next time on the Wampus Cat Sports Network.